Hey, Rick Hautala fans, this is my update on what's going on. Um, After I brought the Rick Hautala literary papers to the Maine State Library, Maddie Hautala put a nice post up on his LinkedIn account about the papers being at the Maine State Library and got some nice feedback. And then there was a comment that came as a surprise to me. As most of you know, I teach at the University of Maine in Augusta as assistant professor, and one of my colleagues, who is also such a professor at the University of Maine, Professor Matt Doobie, he comments saying, "Hey, Rick Hautala is one of our alumni brothers, University of Maine, Orono. I think," Matt says, "I think this would make a great article for our alumni newsletter, which is SIgEp for Sigma Epsilon." So I thought, well, yeah, that would be awesome. So my colleague and friend contacted the gentleman who does the newsletter for UMO, the alumni newsletter, by the name of Joey Davis, and mentioned about Rick's papers being at the Maine State Library, and be great to write a piece on that. So this Mr. Davis contacted me, and we had a little chat, and I said, "Hey, I'll put together a little write-up about Rick's papers and that whole process and all that." And so it ended up in their newsletter about a month or so ago. So I'm going to show you how it's a digital newsletter. So let me see if it'll show here. Maine Alpha, and this is it's a digital form. And so when you scroll down, you'll see an interesting title. It says Rick Hautala's Writings Committed to Maine State Library. It sounds like an insane asylum, but that's okay. That's just the intro that Joey Davis put in the newsletter. And when you go here, then the paper that I wrote comes up. So what I did is, for my website, I just spiffified it and just retypeset it. So I gave it the title, which I thought was very clever, Into the Darkness, Shining a Light on the Rick Hautala Papers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to link this on my website, The Artful Archivist. There's a section there about Rick's papers, and so you'll find that piece there. I'll make sure to put that link on this video. Okay, so next thing is where I'm at with the books. So I have Crinkle, Crinkle, Crinkle. I have 4 books here. These finding aids go to the 4 most important people on top of the list, and that's Holly Newstein, Rick's widow, so she gets a copy, and then Maddie, Jesse, and Aaron, Rick's sons, also get a copy. So my game plan is I make 4 books every week or every 2 weeks. It all depends. I travel quite a bit throughout the state of Maine, working with historical societies and providing support. So sometimes, I'm traveling and being at places. Plus, I'm teaching over the summer, so I got little things going on. But I figure 4 books a week or every 2 weeks, and it should be no problem getting these done by the end of summer. So these are going to get mailed out today, and then I'm going to be printing out 4 more sets and going through the list, and I'll be pulling names out to make books for all my GoFund donors, as I had promised. And what I do is I'll contact the donors via email that I am now working on your finding a book, and I'll be just letting them know that it's going to be mailed out, and that when they do receive it, just to let me know that they've got it. So that's it. It's just a short little video. That's the scoop. Oh, hey, wait, one more thing. I did put a request to do a talk at the Maine Archives and Museums Conference this October about the importance of literary papers and the challenges of processing author papers. And of course, my focus is on speculative fiction, but conference kind of workshop talk is for any type of literary papers, be it speculative fiction or nonfiction or mysteries or dramatic fiction or whatnot, or mainstream fiction. So I'm hoping that they accept that so I can do a talk, because my whole premise is like, there's a lot of amazing writers out there, emerging writers, and established writers. And I think it's really important that these writers understand how important their papers are culturally. And also the archivist who has the daunting task of processing literary papers, following the core concepts of provenance and original order, and how we determine the order of literary papers to follow the career of a writer from early years to present. Anyway, so that's it. I'll contact with you guys again. I would put this on my Facebook, but Facebook banned me. I don't know why. Well, I think I know why. I was just building a whole new Facebook page that would show my art, because I am an artist, but also an archivist, and kind of share the collections I've processed and some of the documents and conservation things I've done. So I just was building this whole new Facebook, which I thought was awesome. And then I just, I didn't invite any friends yet because I was still building it. I was just doing like the background. So my bio was like, I teach at the University of Maine. I'm an archivist and artist. And then my favorite quote was about the importance of intellectual freedom and the dangers of censorship. And then 2 days later I was banned. So I thought, that sounds a bit suspicious. Are they banning me because I mentioned something about censorship? Hey, Facebook is known for censorship. But so I'm just letting you know that I want to be on Facebook and, share Ricola stuff, but I can't. So I kind of give it to my husband. He puts it on his Facebook, and, I'll put it on my website. And if you could share it with your Hautala friends, all the fans of Hautala, just share it. And we don't need Facebook to get the word out. We just have this great fan base. All right. So talk to you again later on. Bye.